All right, we are live. We are live. Let me let the chat know that we are live and to refresh if you can't see me yet. We have Aluna on the desk with us today. And thank you so much for the confirmation, Robin and Solar, that you guys can hear and see everything okay. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our Bullet Journal Sunday live stream. I am so happy to see you all. Hello, hello. Hi, Brittany. Brittany said finally get to join on a live. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome in. I know I've been the last 2 Sundays, I've done later streams than normal, but I don't know if that's why you're finally able to make it. But I know that the later time means that we have some people that normally are never able to make the streams live. So I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to see you guys. And again, welcome to today's Bullet Journal live stream. Happy Sunday. If you are in the chat, be sure to change over from top chat to live chat so that you're not missing out on any of the conversation, or switch from top messages to all messages. It just means that YouTube won't filter any of the chat out, which sometimes it annoyingly does. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome in my first live stream. I normally catch the replays. Welcome in, Rochelle. I'm so happy you're able to join us live today. And same for anybody else who is able to join live today. I'm so happy to have you guys here. I am going to scroll to the top of the chat real quick and say hello to everybody before we get started. Luna, are you leaving us? Come here before you leave. Come here, darling. Say hello. Say hello before you go. It is almost dinner time for Luna. Her dinner time is at 5 p.m. and she has an auto feeder that just goes off automatically. So I think she is looking like she's ready to go wait down by her food bowl. But you also look very cute and very sleepy. Can we get some purrs? They are very quiet purrs today. All right, darling. Thank you for entertaining me. Oh, I maybe gave her enough love that she is just going to lay right back down. I love that for us. So we got some Luna butt here. Okay, scrolling to the top of the chat, let's say hello to everybody before we get started and jump into things today. Hello, Donna, Robin, Rabarella, Lauren, Luna, your tail. I need to put my hand under it. Lauren, Mars, Jody, Tanya, hello, Gina, hello, Country Planner Girl. Let me see if I have a name for you on your channel. I always like to check. Kim, hello, Kim, welcome in. Hi, Jane and Chantal. Hello, Nixie. Hello, Leslie and Christina. As always, it is such a pleasure seeing all of your familiar names and faces in the chat, and lovely seeing any new people that are joining us. It just always makes me happy reading the list of everybody who's here. Who else is here? Let's see. Hello, Lisa and Sarah Ann. Hello, Denise. Denise said, I thought I missed it today. I'm a Sunday starter, so when I looked at the live stream schedule, at first I thought it meant Saturday. Classic Monday, Sunday starter mix-up. I'm so happy you're able to join in, Denise, and that you were, in fact, able to make it. Hello, Thora and Nakia. Hello, Whispering Atoll. Fatima, thank you. You made it easy for me. Hi, Fatima. Welcome in. Hello, Claire. Hello, Sarah from Fantasy Guide. Sarah said, I have news. My husband is working on a modification for our sticker cutting machine, and we printed and cut the first sheet of circles and sparkles. A bit offset, but I can use them. I am so happy. Sarah, I'm so happy to hear that. How exciting. That is going to unlock a whole nother world of creativity for you, I feel like. So that's so exciting. Hi, Sparkle Love Fairy. Welcome in and happy Sunday. Let's see. Continuing to scroll in the chat, just saying hello to everybody as everybody joins in. And reminder, if you're just joining on in, don't forget to change over from top chat to live chat in the chat settings so you're not missing out on any of the conversation. Hello, Ashley. So happy to see you. Hello, Angelina. Robin said, we just had a lovely pool day, hot weather, cool water. Nobody was acting feral and screaming. Amen. That sounds like the perfect Sunday pool day. And you get to join a live stream after, which is like the little cherry on top. Hi, Jordan. And Mars had a beach weekend. It sounds like everybody's having a nice summer weekend, I guess, except for any of my Southern Hemisphere. Is it Southern Hemisphere? You know, Australia, New Zealand. You guys are in like winter question mark? Hi, Jada. Speaking of my Australian and New Zealand friends, Olympia, welcome in. So happy to see you. Hello, Haley. Haley, I just watched the video you posted on how you edit your Instagram photos, and I found it so fun to watch. Just wanted to let you know. I watched it and was very enthralled the whole time. Hi, Adriana. Welcome in. Hello, Peyton. Hello, Jody. Almost at the bottom of the chat and almost done saying hello to everybody. Hi, Yellow Rose. Welcome in. And hello again to Brittany. Hello, Solar. Hello, Disharana. Welcome in. Hi, Karen. So happy to see you. Hello, Leah. Leah also said, my black cat says hello. Back to Luna. I love that. I love everybody who shares photos that they have of their own black cats. It always makes me so happy. Hello, Leslie. Welcome in. Okay, I'm almost to the bottom of the chat, I promise. Hello, Viridiana and Adriana. I don't know, just if you would feel so wrong to start a stream without saying hello to everybody. I hope you guys don't mind that I always take the time to do it. I'm sure you don't. I feel like it's always nice to get a little personal. Hello. Hi, Dawn. Welcome in. And hi, Veronica. Hello, Hustlino Games. Hello, Scruffster. Hi, Niner Girl. Welcome in. Hi, Megan Doodlebug. Hello, Anya. And Niner Girl, you are a new username that I feel like I don't recognize, but welcome in. So happy to have you. Okay, I think I made it to the bottom of the chat. Tanya also said, I've been watching old live streams. Do we still have the Angelus bot? Oh my God, Tanya, I love that through rewatching, you've found our mascot, the Angelus bot account that would like join in live streams pretty consistently for like a good 6 months and would just type in like dollar amounts and random numbers into the chat. The Angelus bot has not been here recently. I feel like this whole year he has been missing. I don't know why. I always think it's a he. I always say it's a he, but our beloved like one spam bot that we've ever had in the live streams, unfortunately, has not been present, but we miss him. We miss him. Hi, Melanie. Melanie said, I'm so excited to catch you live. I'm new here. Welcome in. So happy to have you. And thank you so much for introducing yourself in the chat. Renee also said, glad to be here. I found you a couple months ago and I just love watching your work. Man, thank you guys so much. Also, I just realized it might not be Renee. Your name is spelled a little uniquely. It could be like Ray-nay or Ray. Just let me know if how to pronounce your name. Is Renee right? If not, let me know. Hi, Twixted. You can't hear me, but welcome in. Dawn said, I love that you do the hellos. It helps to feel like I belong somewhere. I could cry, Dawn. I love the personal hellos. I don't know. Again, it would feel wrong to start a stream without saying hi to everybody. Oh, Rainy. Oh my God. I love that spelling with the pronunciation. Rainy, welcome in. So happy to have you. Okay. We have made it to the bottom of the chat, I do believe. Finally. Oh my God, Fatima said, I'm so mad at our bank. They've frozen all our cards because we all Maldivians are shopaholics. I've never been so tempted to shop online so much. Fatima, that is so interesting that in the Maldives, they literally like make it so you can't spend money. That's just very interesting. Obviously, being in the States here, I feel like I can't comprehend that happening. Here they just want you to spend money, I feel like, as much as possible. But that sounds torturous, Fatima. Hi, Hannah. Welcome in. Said, I've not done a journal this year, but I still love watching. I haven't been here in a while because I've had a lot going on. It's hot here in the UK. Oh my God. Entering the 5th heat wave. To all of my UK viewers, I am sending you cool thoughts because I know it's just been rough over there with the heat waves. Olympia said, when are we making a theme decision? I'm on the edge of my seat. Are you wondering about the themes I have sitting over here in the corner, Olympia, or are you talking about our new theme poll on Patreon? Hi, Monica. Welcome in. Okay, Olympia, you're talking about the theme poll. Have you not seen like the most recent live stream? I guess it was a $10 plus live stream. So if you're not a $10 plus patron, you maybe didn't see. But we ended up, if you don't know, I have a Patreon. That's where my patrons vote for the new sticker collections every month, and we design new sticker collections every month over there that get shipped out. So the theme poll, the winning theme for this month's Patreon stickers ended up being a retro comic book theme. And we ended up getting just starting the very beginning parts of the design process for that. So I'll show you. I'll show you what we started working on during the last live stream. This is this month's Patreon rewards. So the first thing we did is we just kind of did a little practice illustration to practice the retro comic book Liechtenstein style. So this was the very first thing I did for this new collection, just went right into doing a little practice sticker. And then we sketched out the first sheet of the monthly kit. And this is what the first sheet of the monthly kit is going to look like. So for example, I have another sticker collection off to the side. I always start off with a 3-sheet sticker kit. And then the first sheet is always these big headers. So that's an example of the rubber duck one. This is an example of this mushroom collection. So this is going to be old school comic book theme, just like that other sticker I showed. And then this is going to be the sheet one. So these are all going to be empty little speech bubbles and whatnot that you can put the header in for the bullet journal spread you're using it on. I am really, really excited about this theme. So if you like the looks of that, go join me over on Patreon. You can join for free, or you can join all the way up to $50 a month with 8 tiers in between, depending on how many rewards you want. You can get stickers delivered to you. You can get printables. You can get 8 more live streams every month. But again, you can just join for free to get started and upgrade as you desire. Hannah said, I love how now that I'm in my 30s, we're vintage. I know, as I am a fellow 30-something-year-old Hannah, and I not even ironic, not even sarcastically, I kind of love now that our childhood is nostalgic and is the throwback retro vibes now. It's really, really fun. One of the themes on the sticker theme poll I just posted was also a 90s Y2K electronics sticker theme. So I love it. I love all of the 90s Y2K nostalgia for us older millennials. I feel especially it's kind of fun. Brittany said, Luna's in the perfect spot of the frame. I know. She's got her little booty up here and her little swishy tail. You gotta love her. Okay, so we are going to be doing some bullet journaling today. Like the thumbnail and title suggest, I'm going to be setting up some weekly spreads because I do not have my weekly spread for the upcoming week set up. And I actually want to get weekly spreads for the rest of the whole month created today. So we are going to be creating 3 weekly spreads. And you might have noticed that I have some sticker collections off to the side here. And I was thinking it would be fun to maybe do weekly spreads using my 3 like newest sticker collections that I have printed. So I am currently actually just yesterday just finished cutting all of the stickers for my March and April Patreon sticker subscription rewards. And that is the mushroom collection and the bubble bath collection. And then I also have the breakfast theme, which is a collection that I designed earlier this year. I have not had the chance to actually use any of these sticker themes yet for the most part. I've just been busy catching up on my shop orders and my Patreon stickers. So I haven't been wanting to really use any of the new stuff that isn't available in my shop, but I've been itching to. So I have 3 weekly spreads to set up. So I figure let's go ahead and use these 3 themed sticker collections. And we'll use 1 per week for the rest of this month. So this is again, the breakfast theme, the mushroom theme, and the bubble bath rubber duck theme. So we are just going to indulge in some of my newer sticker themes, which I am very excited about. I was considering using my desert theme, which is my August monthly theme, for another weekly spread. I do still have quite a few stickers in this collection. So I might do that. I might use the desert theme for 1 more week and then maybe use 2 of the newer themes for the next 2 weeks. I think I'll just have you guys decide for me. I'll do a poll before each weekly spread, and then you guys can choose what theme I'm going to use for each week. And we'll be setting up 3 spreads total today. So that is the plan. Again, I do have some desert stickers still off to the side. I also have some leftover stickers from my July theme, which was the stained glass. So I have some bits and bobs over to the side here that I can also pull from, but I'm thinking that we'll do like desert and then a couple of those other themes. Brittany said, what if you mix in the desert theme with the others to use them up? It's a fun idea, but I feel like I don't actually like the combination of the desert with these. I think if these themes had more like colors that were similar, if it had something kind of tying it in. Well, that being said, I think the one theme where I could work it in is the mushroom theme. The mushroom theme, just because it is a plant theme, I feel like could go with some of the plants, but I'm going to keep that in mind. I just don't think I want to mix the desert really with breakfast or bubble bath. Okay, so Donna said, did you see the post Scribbles That Matter made and shared on their website about your setup from last week? Yes, I did, Donna. Yeah, they messaged me asking if they could repost my August spread, because I did just start using a Scribbles That Matter journal for this new journal. I just started this journal for August. So if you watch my last live stream, you'll see my August bullet journal set up in that stream. That's when I finished. Let's see, where is it? I flipped through the last month in this journal, which is the journal I've been using since February. This is an Archer and Alla notebook. I'll definitely be doing a full flip through of this soon. But so I started this beautiful Scribbles That Matter notebook for August. And during our last live stream, which was last Sunday, I set up my August monthly spreads, including a cover spread, a calendar, and a brain dump. And then I also just set up my first weekly for August. So this is the spread I've been using this week, and this is where we now need to start setting up for next week. Sarah asked, did I fill in the first pages of my journal too? No, I have not. And I was actually thinking that it might be fun for me to film that for an actual edited YouTube video. I do want to create probably just a very simple future log at the start of this journal, but I did leave a couple other spreads open. So I think I would do some sort of simple start of journal setup, again, with like a year future log, just a spot for me to write down upcoming events for the next year, and maybe a couple other collections. I've really been liking writing down the movies I watch every month, but I think that's something where I'm ready for like one master list of all the movies that I've been watching. I've been really into movies this year. So I feel like maybe a media tracker, like all the books, movies, shows, something like that. But I think I'll film that for an edited YouTube video starting my new journal. I think that'd be kind of fun. Hi, Shelly. Welcome in. Oh, wait, no. Is it Shelly that just joined in, or is it Megan? Either way, hello to everybody who is joining on in right now. Hi, Ariel. Welcome in. Sarah said, I love the journal starter videos. I'm looking for inspo for my next journal setup in November and December. I think that would be really fun. I'm just going to commit to doing that. I haven't been posting edited YouTube videos very regularly, but I'm trying to still post them every now and then when I feel like I have the extra time or like something that I feel like I really want to film as an edited video. So I think starting a new journal is always a nice occasion. I only start a new journal once or twice a year. So when it does happen, it's a really nice time to be able to both do a bullet journal setup video of starting a new journal, as well as a flip through video of the journal I just finished. So yeah, I think I'll probably get both of those videos filmed and posted relatively soon. I am still in the process of catching up from, everything that happened at the start of this year, catching up on our shop orders and Patreon shipments, but we're getting close to being caught up. I think probably another solid month, and then we should be caught up on everything. So hopefully I have a little bit more spare time soon to continue posting the edited videos. Okay, so we know the plan today. We're going to be doing some weekly bullet journaling, setting up some weekly spreads. But before we get into that, I saw on my phone over here a suspicious little notification come in, and I can see that we have a sticker fairy here with us. A sticker fairy who has donated 2 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop to give away today. So thank you so much to our sticker fairy, Anya, for sending in these gift cards, and we are about to do a gift card giveaway. If you are new here and you've never been here during one of my live streams before, these are gift card giveaways that very frequently happen during these public streams. And these are community donated and led giveaways. So basically, somebody in our live stream community purchases gift cards from my website, planningwithkay.com, and they will then send me a message, usually on Instagram, with screenshots of those gift cards, and they'll ask me to give them away during the live stream. This is a tradition that started probably over 2 years ago now by our lovely community member, Cassie. Cassie did this randomly one day where she purchased a gift card from my sticker shop and sent it to me and was like, hey, I want you to give this away to somebody in the live stream. And it has just snowballed from there and become this like very long running tradition that is, again, 100% you guys, like 100%. This is just something I facilitate, but it is just people in our beautiful little community like giving to each other, and it's really sweet. So Anya is our sticker fairy today, who is sprinkling her sticker magic into the live stream chat. And again, she sent in 2 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop that she would like for me to give away today. So everybody is welcome to enter this giveaway. Again, we're going to have 2 winners. Each winner will win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop. And if you end up winning, all you have to do to claim your prize is either send me an Instagram message or an email. Instagram if you have it, and if you don't have Instagram, then email instead. Anya also just sent in a super chat donation to the channel and said, thank you for sharing your designs and love with us. Anya, you are just, I'm so grateful that you are a part of our community and that we all have a chance to know you. You just are seriously so kind and generous and creative and so sweet, Anya. Thank you so much for supporting my business and supporting the channel, and for all the love that you bring to our community, because you really are so special, Anya. And I hope you feel special, because you really are. Okay, so if you win, I think that's the last thing I was saying. If you end up winning, all you need to do is send me an Instagram message or an email. So let's get into it. We're going to be doing a giveaway and giving away 2 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop that have been sent in by Anya. This is going to be a pick a random number giveaway. Everybody here is welcome to enter. If you would like to enter, all you have to do is wait for me to say ready, set, go. And then when I do, you'll type in one number into the chat between 1 and 150. Only one number per person, one guess per person. We're going to have 2 winners, so that does mean that only up to 2 people can choose the same number and both still win. So once people start typing in their numbers, look through the chat, see if anybody else has already guessed your same number. If they have, let us know in the chat, and I give you guys time to change your guesses if you need to. Once everybody has typed in their guesses, I will use a random number generator to find our winners. And once again, we're going to have 2 winners for this giveaway. Each winner is going to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop. Okay, those are the rules. So we are about to begin the giveaway. If you would like to enter this giveaway to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop, and everybody is welcome to enter, get a number in mind between 1 and 150. Not the number 1 and not the number 150, something in between. Get your number in mind. Get your typing fingers ready. And ready, set, go. Go ahead and type in one number into the chat between 1 and 150. All right, entries are coming in. Let me scroll up here because I saw Emily's here today. Emily's sick and lurking. Emily, I'm so happy you popped into the chat just to say hello. Now go back and rest and listen, and we'll all rest easy knowing that you are here with us, lurking in the background. But I do hope you feel better soon, Emily. Okay, the entries are coming in. So again, look through the chat. If more than 2 people have picked the same number, somebody's going to have to change their guess so that everybody has a chance to win. I'll give us time to look through the chat, call out any duplicate guesses, and for you guys to change your guesses if you need to. Hi, Amethyst. Welcome in. So happy that you're here and just in time for a live stream. I also love when we do the giveaways because I get to see, I feel like everybody who's lurking in the background, I feel like I finally get to see everybody's name in the chat and see everyone who's here. Okay, we have some duplicate numbers. So what do we got? 146. Melanie guessed it first, and Funny FSM, you guessed it second. We will have 2 winners. So Funny, you're welcome to keep your guess if you would like, but if you can also change it if you want. If your number is the first one picked, then you will win. But if it's the second number picked, then you wouldn't win. So it's up to you. If you want to change your guess, go ahead. What other duplicates do we have? 25. Jada was first and Chantal was second. So Chantal, same deal. You can change your guess if you would like, but you don't have to. 77. Heather was first. Brittany was second. So Brittany, You're welcome. You can change your guess if you want, but you don't have to. You do still have a chance to win. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. We're in the middle of the giveaway, Kathy. So type in a number into the chat between 1 and 150 if you would like to enter the giveaway to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop. Okay, what other duplicate numbers do we have? 24. Solar was first and Ariel was second. So Ariel, if you want to change your guess, you can, but you don't have to. 3. Let's see. Kimberly was first. Gina was second. So Gina, if you want to change your guess, you can, but you don't have to. 27. For the number 27, Donna was first and Antonia was second. So Antonia, if you want to change your guess, you can, but you don't have to. 29. Carrie was first and Jane was second. So again, Jane, you can change your guess if you would like. Okay. I think that's all of the duplicates that were called out to me in the chat. It's the last chance to enter this gift card giveaway to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop. Just type in a number into the chat between 1 and 150 if you haven't already. We're about to pick our winners. I also have a drink with me today, and you guys, I'm getting crazy with it. It's almost 5 p.m., and I'm going to open a freaking yerba mate. Cheers, everybody. It's a bullet journal party. Ready to party. As somebody who doesn't drink alcohol, like this is my version. This is kind of like my version of, churning it up. If I'm having an energy drink in the evening, we're having a good time. All right, but I'm with my people here because Viridiana said, I'm drinking an iced coffee. Jordan said, maybe I'll have a V8 energy drink. I love it. My fellow caffeine heads. All right, let's all take a sip of our beverages together before we announce our giveaway winners. Cheers. All right, let's scroll up, and it's time to pick 2 winners for this gift card giveaway. And I got to give another massive thank you to Anya for sending these gift cards in to give away today. So I'm going to pull up my random number generator, and we are going to find our 2 winners. Shall we? A number between 1 and 150. Okay. Let's go ahead and find our 2 giveaway winners. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Okay. The first winner with the number 121 is Lisa Y. Congratulations, Lisa. You are our first giveaway winner with the winning number 121. That goes to Lisa Urian. Congratulations, Lisa. I'm just typing in your name into the chat to tag you. And congratulations to our first winner. Let's go ahead and find our second winner. And Lisa, to claim your gift card, all you have to do is go ahead and send me an Instagram message at PlanningWithKay. If you don't have an Instagram, just let me know and I will give you my email instead. All right, let's go ahead and find winner number 2. With the number 23, our second winner is somebody who needs the win because she is feeling sick today, and that is our darling Emily. Emily, congratulations on your gift card win. I feel like, again, you really could use the little gift card win since you're feeling sick today. Congratulations to Emily and Lisa, our 2 winners. And thank you so much again to Anya for sending those gift cards in to give away. If both of my winners could just send me Instagram messages at PlanningWithKay, I'll respond to both of you with your gift cards. Congratulations. Okay. Also, I've noticed that my camera is crooked. You can always tell because of the lines on the table. See that line? That is crooked. So hang on a sec. Straighten you out. I'm always trying to finesse my camera to be perfectly straight, but it's honestly easier said than done. Okay. Let me go see if my winners have sent me a message. There you guys are. Perfect. Emily, there you are. And there's your gift card. And Lisa, there is your gift card. Congratulations to our winners. Remember that the gift cards to my sticker shop never expire and you can combine them together. So continue joining the live streams and you might win more gift cards and you can save them and then place a nice big order whenever I have my next sticker sale. That's like the most efficient way to use the gift cards. Okay, so without further ado, we are ready to get into the bullet journaling of it all. And we are going to be setting up some weekly bullet journal spreads today. So this has been my last weekly spread. It is what I like to call a grid style weekly spread, which is just this layout where I just use 4 lines to cut each page in half twice so that there are 4 sections per page. Very easy layout. This was a good weekly spread for this week. So for the next weeks, I'm going to do different layouts to this one. I always like to mix it up. I really don't like to do the same weekly layout 2 weeks in a row. So that's really the only thing I know going into this is that we're not going to do any grid style weeklies and we'll do something a little bit different. Now, I want you guys to choose what my next weekly spread theme is going to be. So let's do a poll and I'll show you the options. So option number 1 is that I do 1 more week with this desert theme, which is my August theme. So it's what I used for my monthly spreads as well as my first weekly. So we could do another desert, or we can use one of these 3 new sticker themes that I have, which is the breakfast theme, mushroom theme, or bubble bath theme. On top of the stack, I have the weekly kits for each of those because I think the weekly kits will be especially useful for setting up these weekly spreads today. But I do also have the rest of the collection in here as well for us to use. So those are our 4 options. I am going to set up a poll. And you guys are just going to vote and choose for me what theme I'm going to use for this first weekly spread today. I am setting up 3 weekly spreads total today. So that means that we're not going to be able to use all 4 of these themes. So remember that whatever we vote for, one of these themes at the end of this video or at the end of this live stream will not end up getting used. So keep that in mind as you vote. I'm going to do a poll at the start of each weekly spread so that you guys can then vote for whatever the next theme is that we're going to use for that bullet journal spread. Olympia said, I just upgraded to the $40 tier for August. See you in all of the live streams. I am so happy to hear that, Olympia. Thank you so much for joining my $40 Patreon tier. And I'm so excited that that means that you're going to get the entire comic book sticker collection that we're designing this month. And you'll be in all of the live streams this month. I can't wait. All right, so let's start a poll. What theme should I use for my next weekly spread? And I'm just going to put them in order that they're in here. Breakfast, mushroom, bubble bath, or desert. Desert friends. All right, poll is going up in the chat. So if you guys would be so kind as to get your vote in. Luna, you are so cute here with us. And you're also kind of in my way. Okay, so go ahead and vote. Which of these themes should we use for this first weekly spread? I'm really curious what you guys are going to vote for. Love Luna's tail flicking everything around. Okay, so far the breakfast theme is winning, which is right over here. 35% of the vote, but mushroom is in close second place with 30% of the vote. We have 94 people here and 57 people have voted. So keep getting your votes in. What theme should I use? And they're really close now, 34% to 31%. Bubble bath is in last place. How dare you, you bubble bath haters. And desert is in third place with 25% of the vote. I wonder if Luna's going to hear her feeder go off. Honestly, she might not even hear it. All right, get your last votes in. Breakfast is winning by just a hair, 33% for breakfast, 30% of the vote for the mushroom theme. We have 64 votes in and 99 people here. So get your last votes in. Last chance. I'll give you like another minute to get in your vote for what theme we're going to use for my first weekly spread today in my bullet journal. 32% to 31%. It is a close race. I honestly should probably end the poll before it becomes a tie, because you guys love to not make it easy for me when it's a tie. Okay, last chance and 69 votes. That sounds like a beautiful number. Let's end it there. And by a hair, the winner is the breakfast theme. So we're going to go ahead and use a breakfast themed sticker collection for this first weekly spread. I absolutely love this collection so much. I love drawing food. So an entire theme of getting to draw food makes me very happy. And I love the fun color scheme. Very excited about this one. So our first weekly spread is going to be breakfast, but if you wanted to see a mushroom spread, stick around, because when I get to setting up my second weekly spread, we will then do another poll for you guys to vote for what theme we're going to use for that one. So never fear. I'm sure, I can imagine if it was that popular on that poll that you guys will probably vote for that one for one of the other weekly spreads that we're setting up today. Okay. Shelly said, I mean, how can you go wrong with bacon letters? I don't think you can go wrong with bacon letters. I think you're right, Shelly. I mean, come on. I absolutely love that I got the opportunity to draw bacon letters. Okay, so weekly spread, breakfast theme. I'm not sure what kind of setup I want to do, but I think I'm going to decide what stickers I want to use and maybe go from there, have that inform my decision. I feel like definitely the bacon letters and these functional weekly headers here, I feel like are perfect. I also really like the vertical sticker for this collection a lot. So maybe we will do a vertical weekly spread to start off with. I want to do a dashboard style weekly spread at some point, but maybe for the next one. I think for this one, a vertical sounds right. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start by just sticking in this vertical sticker. And that's going to get us going. It's going to be kind of the starting place where everything's going to build off from. So do I want to do it on the left? Ooh, you know what we could do? We can do a Dutch door. That's exactly what we're going to do. Oops. did not mean to stick you down yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on the left side and I'm going to center it like this. And I am going to put in, I just want like a couple things to kind of bridge the gaps here. So maybe I'll just do like some of the little blueberries. A little blueberry up here and a little raspberry down here. Actually, maybe even another blueberry down here. Yeah. And then I see Mars and Angelina wondering about the comically large stack of pancakes. Just wait, because like I said, I think I'm going to do a Dutch door. And if I do a Dutch door, it means I will have another sidebar. And then we can also do the comically large stack of pancakes, which is just way too perfect. Especially for a vertical spread. I feel like that's really perfect. So I need my ruler. And I think my ruler got brought into the other room. Hang on. Don't worry, honey. I'm coming back. Hello, darling. Luna is staring at me with the cutest face. Come here. Hello. Hello, darling. Oh, come here. You want some lovin'? Do you know your food went off? You didn't hear it, huh? She did not hear it. Oh. She was looking at me with the most love-filled eyes. Oh, darling. Oh, you gonna bunt the microphone? It is your dinner time. You can go down and eat dinner if you want. Your body clock probably knows it's dinner, even though you didn't hear it go off. You look like you just want some lovin'. You want to lie back down? You can. Oh, yep, she's lying back down. She has not figured out that it's dinner time. Thank you so much, Kimberly. My mom got me this recently, this top. When I just saw her during our family reunion, she brought this top for me. Melly said, some purrs for the people. She's definitely purring. Come here, Luna. Come here. Come here. Come here. Give us some purrs. Give us some purrs for the people. She's too far away. No, she's so comfy now, too. She's too far away. She says no purrs for the people right now. She's leaving you guys hungry. Bye, Jordan. Okay, so, also, I don't think I saw you pop in. Hi, Melly. Okay, so I got my ruler and I need my scissors. Luna, where are my scissors? I feel like you also have those out in the other room. Why did you bring all my things out into the other room, Luna? That's very rude of you. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Okay, scissors. This reminds me, because I just saw it out on my guillotine, but I absolutely love this sheet of the bubble bath collection. The tiles, I just love how that ended up turning out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut off the right side of this page, matching the size of this Dutch door, or of this vertical sticker over here. So I'm going to cut off this much. I think this is the easiest type of Dutch door to do, by the way. A Dutch door where you just chop off a skinny portion from the right page of your spread. It gives you these two sidebars to just use as decoration, really easy. And then it gives you more room for your weekly spread because you have two spreads with just a little cut off the sides. So it gives you more room and it gives you two vertical sidebars to put decoration in, which is really fun. Like, I just love a good big piece of vertical decoration. Okay, so I am now going to grab my giant pancake stack, and that's going to go over here. I'm going to put it at the bottom. And then I think what I'll do is maybe I have a syrup container in this collection. I'm almost thinking maybe we can look like syrup is pouring down onto it. Sarah said, how about a Dutch door dashboard spread? Have you created something like this before? Yes, I have. Not often, though. I would be down to do that for one of our later weekly spreads, Sarah. Basically a Dutch door spread where you would kind of probably have it like here, you could do it where the front is all of like your weekly dashboard items. So like weekly tasks, gratitude, like events, notes, whatever you really want. And then the other side would be the weekly sections. That would be fun. I could even do that here instead of my original vertical style. Ooh, Sarah, I might do that for this spread. Honestly, I think I like that idea better than what I was going to do. Okay, so above here, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll just do like a cute, like a little heart. Honestly, I think a little heart might be all I really need up there. I'm just going to leave it empty for now. We can decide later on. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. Oh, Yellow Rose, that sounds so frustrating. I'm so sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my breakfast weekly kit. This is the weekly kits are 2-sheet kits for $4 that kind of have like everything you need to set up usually at least 2 weekly spreads. So what do I have here important this week? Week of. Okay, so I think we'll start with that week of sticker. Put that up here. Week of. I feel like a yellow marker would be great to pair with this theme. I'm going to grab a yellow Tombow. Maybe that one or maybe that one. I feel like the yellow Tombow markers are the colors I use the most often. I'm going to use the back of my notebook as a little spot to swatch. They're really similar. One's just a little lighter and yellower, and the other's a little darker and more orange. I think I'm going to use the top one. They both could work because I have orange and yellow are both colors in this collection, and the border color is like an orangey yellow. So honestly, both of those would work. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a little stripe of color right here. Kathy asked, do I ship to Hawaii? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Yellow Rose said, I'm colorblind, so I can't really tell what I'm looking at. And honestly, like the two colors are very similar. Especially too, the colors on camera are always very different than in person. I mean, not very different, but the nuances are different than in person. So I think on camera, especially, these are looking very similar. Okay, I guess I'm just going to use my normal black pen. And Megan, yes, this is a new notebook. This is a Scribbles That Matter notebook, and you can use the coupon code K10 for 10% off. KAY 10. Scribbles That Matter. Oh, okay, wait, hang on. You just reminded me. Talking about the journal reminded me of the stamps, and I feel like the tiny stamps would be perfect here. I've been obsessed with these tiny stamps and like wanting to use them often. What is this week? It is going to be August 10th through 16th. Okay. So let's do A, U. I'm not sure if I'm going to spell the entire thing. I just need to put it together first to see how long it is, because I could also just abbreviate it and do OG. Oh, I don't have two U's in this set, so I'd need to split it up anyways. August. Except imagine there's another U there. I might do that and then just write the letters or the numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp this in. Ashley said, sorry I'm late. I'm so tired. I took a nap. My mom moved out this weekend and I've been helping her move to my sister's new place. Oh my God, congratulations, Ashley. I'm so happy for you to finally be getting your space back. And I'm sure the actual moving part right now is probably stressful, but I can't wait for things to settle. And I just hope that, you know, it brings a lot more peace into your life. I'm just really happy for you, Ashley. Elisa, you're gonna have to tell me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Is it Alicia? Oh wait, no. Alice, maybe. Is your last name Allen? I can't tell. I'm just gonna say Alicia for now, but correct me if I'm wrong. Said, oh yes, hell yeah, I got it. Awesome. Alicia asked, I want to get a set of stamps to try out. What size or set do you recommend to start with? That is a very good question. I guess it really depends on what you picture yourself using the stamps for. As far as font, like I really like this typewriter font, but again, very personal preference. But I think size is probably more what you're wondering about. And so I think it just depends on like what you want to use them for. I think the size medium is probably what a lot of people would go for. That is all of this stamping here. So this is all the medium of the Contact Craft stamps. They are about 2 dot grid spaces tall in my notebook. So these I think are nice and versatile where like you can use them for big headers, but they're also small enough that you can use them on weekly spreads. You can number things. They like stand out. So this is medium. Medium, I think, is a very nice size stamp. But I also think a lot of people might prefer these really small ones as their first set, either the tiny or the like small. What's really cool about this size specifically is it fits inside one dot grid space on your notebook. So here's an example of a spread using the small ones. So I don't know, like I don't think I could tell you specifically what I think you should get. I think I'm using a standard like A5 size notebook. So I would say maybe look at these 2 spreads here. This is a weekly spread using the medium stamps, and this is a weekly spread using the small stamps. Which one of these looks like more what you'd want to use stamp? Like which of these has the stamp size that appeals to you more? Because I think these are 2 good examples. And just go off your personal preference at that point. And again, I love the typewriter font. That's probably, if I could only get one font in the stamps, that's probably the one I would go for. But especially the medium pegs V1 line, like if you go to my affiliate link, which is, hang on, here. If you go here and click on the first category, there's like 7 really good fonts to choose from. And those are the medium V1 pegs. Or you can click on the category for the tiny pegs. That's this size. So this is not the small, this is the tiny. And yeah, pegs tiny size. And it specifically on the listing photo says fits in a 5mm dot grid journal. And for the tiny, they only have the typewriter font, I believe. Oh yeah, and you guys are so right that I think during like my last stream at some point, I actually kind of measured out how big all the different sizes were: large, medium, small, and tiny. Where did I put that though? But yeah, I always find it best to compare them based on how big the stamps are, like in dot grid spaces. I have no idea where that went though. Nope, gone forever. But yeah, medium is about 2 dot grid spaces and tiny is 1 dot grid space. Oh, flip back. I did just pass it. Okay, hang on. No. Am I tripping? Where is it? It's not on this page with the cat stamps. Okay, with the cat stamps. Oh, okay, here it is. It's like camouflaged between the cat stamps. All right, this is the 3 sizes in the pegs stamps that I use. Tiny is 1 dot grid space. Small is like a little more than 1 dot grid space. Medium is a little less than 2 dot grid spaces, and large is a little more than 2 dot grid spaces, roughly. But there you go. That's what I was looking for. Thought I was going a little bit crazy there. Oh, did somebody else purchase a gift card? Let me see. Perhaps we might be doing another gift card giveaway later. Okay, anyway, all that being said, I'm going to use my tiny stamps here. Grab my ink. It's actually, sorry for the whiplash. Let's zoom you guys in a little bit. So cute. What I love about the tiny size is I really feel like you can use it on any spread. Like sometimes the bigger alphabet stamps, they're just like a little bit too big for, any purpose. Like you kind of have to take into account the size of them before you start figuring out what your spread's going to look like. But the tiny ones, you truly can use them anywhere. You could stamp out your entire to-do list with these, So I've just never had alphabet stamps this small before that actually work good. So these have been my newest obsession. Okay. I had to do it in 2 chunks because there's only one U. I'll just leave these out for now because who knows, maybe I'll stamp August again at some point today. Alicia, I'm so excited that you're going to purchase the medium stamps. It sounds like those are the ones you like. That's like these over here are 2 examples of 2 of the different medium pegs. I think these are the pegs V1 and these are the pegs V2. If you have the budget for it, I do definitely recommend getting the stamps with the organizers. Usually they have the listing with the organizer like in the same section as the stamps on their own. But if you can swing it, I would just say get the organizers. But I'm very excited to hear that. I hope you love them, Alicia. Contact Crafts normally ships their stamps out within like a day or 2. They're very quick with the shipping. So whenever you do purchase them, you should have them in your hands pretty shortly after ordering, which is nice. And I hope you love them. Hi, Joy. Welcome in. So happy to see you. Okay, so what did I say? This is 10th through 16. So do I want to stamp the numbers? Let's see. I think I'll have like just enough space. I did the second half of August a little too low, but I'm going back up to the proper height for my numbers here. Okay, and then let's do a little line in between them. Oh, I definitely have ink somewhere on my fingers because some ended up on my bullet journal right there. All right, let me put these back. Okay, so we're going to make this side a dashboard. So I think I'm going to use my little, or actually, I think I'm going to avoid the cursive on here, and I'm just going to use the ones with the uppercase lettering. So let's grab my black pen. Here and my ruler. And I'm going to create a few different sections on my first page here. And actually, I might do what I think, I can't remember, it was like Melly or Sarah earlier said I can cut the top of my Dutch door too, so that this header shows no matter which way I flip the page. And I like that idea. Oh, my pen knife is also in the other room. I used everything out here this week. Yeah. She was on the table with me. Love you. Jake alerted me that Luna just ate her dinner. Hi, Quackers. Good morning and welcome in. I'm so happy that my Australians and New Zealand folk and everybody else in the places where like normally it's in the middle of the night when I'm live streaming, I'm so glad that you guys are able to join in on these later streams. Okay, so I'm going to use my little pen X-Acto knife to cut off the top of this right page, and hopefully I didn't go too deep. No, I didn't. If anything, I didn't quite go deep enough. I'm always scared when I use the X-Acto knife that I'm going too deep. But because of that, I literally never go deep enough. Okay. You're right. I do need a cutting mat underneath. I need one of those like little baby cutting mats. I also don't even know why I use the pen knife for this horizontal cut. Usually I only use it for the vertical cut. Okay, there we go. So now I got a Dutch door like this. And that means that I can also up here put, let's see, I'm just seeing if any of my quote stickers will fit up there, but not quite. Okay, so let's get back to putting in some sections on this first page. And what do I want to do? I think I'm just going to create maybe 4 boxes, and then I'm going to figure out what I want to put in the boxes. So I'm using a micron. And let's make these 2 boxes this big. And by the way, we're going to be live streaming for roughly 3 hours today. Plan on going till around 7 p.m. 7 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we got like a couple more hours left. Oh, and Olympia said it's very cold here today. I've been meaning to add some of the snow day sweaters to my spreads. And Quackers said the same thing. 7:30 a.m. here, cold and chilly today. Alicia, I see you ended up placing an order. Thank you so much for just supporting Contact Crafts. They're a small business I really believe in, and also the only other really like company or brand that I actually like partner with and do sponsored, content with. And I just really appreciate that you placed an order, and I can't wait for you to get your stamps, and I hope you love them. Fatima, I'm glad you said, so I can give you your credit. You said I was the one who said to cut the top part. Yes, you were. Now that you say that, I remember it was you. Kay didn't see it and I got too shy to repeat. Sometimes I see your guys' requests, even if I don't acknowledge it at the time. And then as I continue working, I'm like, and 20 minutes ago, somebody said I should do this, and that was a good idea. Okay, so for these two categories, I think I want to do important up here. This is kind of be for like my weekly to-do list, like stuff I got to do. But I'm going to use this little important header for that. Should I do yellow there? Oh, let me see. We have a question. Sparkle Love Fairy said, on your printable spreads that you have on Patreon, it's dotted when you print it out. Yes. So for most of them, like the weekly spreads, the calendars, I have a dot grid on the background. And I'm trying to think, Sparkle Love Fairy, you might have been the person who earlier asked me how to resize for B5. If that's the case, your dot grid's going to end up a little big, which I know can be a little annoying for B5 journalers. But yes, so like on the printable weekly spreads and on the 2-page calendars, I do have a dot grid on the actual printable. Donna uses the printables for B5. Yeah, I'm curious, Sparkle Love Fairy. Is the dot grid annoying because you're resizing for B5? Because I have never, until Donna mentioned that she actually she gets rid of the dot grid on the printables, I never thought about that. So if I'm encountering another person who also is having an issue with the included dot grid, let me know, because I want to keep that in mind. And maybe when I create the printables, also include versions without the dot grid. As soon as something starts becoming like a recurring issue for people, then that's when I like to start making changes to how I do things. I like for everything for the printables especially, to work for as many people as possible. Mars says, I resize for B5 and never noticed the dot grid being an issue. Doesn't bother me. Okay, so that is good to know, because I've never actually resized my printables for B5 myself. So I don't know how much bigger the dot grid looks, if it looks like really funky. And Sparkle of Fairy just said, you just asked because your notebook is dotted. Okay, so you're not actually asking because you feel like you have an issue. Good. Yeah, and I use the printables in a dot grid notebook as well, and that's why I like having the dots on there, because I feel weird writing off of a dot grid. Yep, and Mara said, we did the math one day, and to print the PDF printables for B5, printed at 120% scale. The PDFs are sized for A5, just times it by 120 when you print, and that's for B5. Okay, so important. I like the idea of having a meal log for the week, especially for dinners, actually really only for dinners. Or do I want to do currently there? Currently has more, is more similar to the word important. So I might do meals or something down here. Let's do meals. I do like to log my meals every now and then. Sometimes I'll look through old journals to get meal ideas. Hi, Carol. Welcome in. I'm new here and I have a question about a theme. I was just wondering if there was a cruise theme at all. Oh, cruise theme. So there isn't like technically a cruise theme, but we do have some cruise adjacent themes. So we have some like ocean type themes. Under the sea is one. Coral reef is another. We also do have a pirate theme, which, you know, if you use your imagination, could kind of be like a cruise theme. So there's pirate. And what else? There's one more. Oh, lighthouse. That's like, it's not cruise, but, you know, cruise adjacent, oceany. Oh, origami ocean. That's another theme. So I have like several themes that are like ocean adjacent, boat adjacent. Like I also have a happy whale theme. Just depends. Depends on what kind of cruise it is. Like if it's an Alaska cruise, then I've got the Polar Lights collection. I feel like that would be good for an Alaska cruise. If it's a Mediterranean cruise, yep, we have a Mediterranean lemon collection. Totally. So there you go, Carol. Lots of suggestions. Ashley said, you have polar lights? Yes, I do. It's with like polar bears and penguins and the aurora borealis lights. And there's two different color schemes. There's like the original one is more cool toned, and then there's also a warm tone polar lights collection. Okay. So for meals, I want the 7 days of the week. I'm going to do this for dinners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trying to decide. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'll do it here. Oh, okay. I used the wrong marker. I used the other one that I didn't mean to use, but fortunately, like I said, they are very similar. So I'm trying to think which one I should commit to now that I've used both. I think maybe I'll commit to the darker one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use the stamps for the little days of the week for my meals. So I'm just going to do little single letters. Actually, my little scrap paper. See, this is actually something that I really would not be able to do with any other stamps because any of the other sizes, because of how it's going to fit perfectly inside the lines. So Monday, We can do a T for Tuesday and Thursday. And then Wednesday. And then we just need an F and an S. F and S. I don't know why I was holding that one so crooked. Okay. Probably just going to be dinners that end up going there. Oh, I totally slept on using this little to-do cereal bowl. I'll have to save that for the next time I use this theme. Okay, next I want, let's see, I've got gratitude. I think I definitely want gratitude. Oh, Karen, that is an excellent question. If you snap them vertically, I think is what you mean, like the vertical snapping, would they still fit in the 5mm dot grid? Let's see. Let's see if they put the thought into having that spacing. My visual, just by looking at it, my guess is no. I feel like they look too far apart, but let's see. Yeah. It's so the second line is like a dot grid and a half. A dot grid space and a half up. But it looks like pretty much exactly a half, I would say. Let me see if I do 3, if the third line lines up with a dot grid space. See if it's at least a multiple. It does. Okay. So it's at least a multiple, but no. When you snap them together vertically, the vertical spacing does not line up with a dot grid. It lines up with 1.5 dot grid spaces. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sure Karen, it has to do with like the size specs for this. They would have had to make the stamp smaller. And I bet you with these rubber pieces that they probably have a certain allowance that can go on the top and bottom. I imagine it has to do with that. Probably couldn't get them small enough. Hi, Missy. Welcome in. Finally here for my first live stream chat for me. So happy to hear that. Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I'm so happy that you're here with us today in the live chat. Okay. So what is next? What is next? Let me grab my ruler and my pen again. How tall are these? 7 centimeters. So I'm going to make 2 more boxes that are the same size, but I'm going to leave a space in between the 2 rows of boxes here. So we're going to go like this. 7 centimeters or 14 dot grid spaces tall. Oh, that line got a bit wonky. What do I want to do about that? I might just use, let me draw the straight line in first, and then maybe I can use like some of my white pen to fix it. Okay, honestly, I'll just leave it like that. That's fine. Well, I mean, I already have this white gel pen out. Let's see if I can just tone down the mistake line a little bit. First, let me get the pen going. It does not want to go. Let's try a different one. There we go. All right, good as new. Oh my God, Solar. Just know that the answer is yes. That is amazing. Oh my God. Carnival themed wedding. That's so perfect. Whenever it happens, Solar, yes, absolutely. Also, I warms my heart seeing you guys list off your favorite collections that I've created, by the way. Favorite sticker collections. Okay, so I want to do a gratitude log, but I don't want the cursive on this header, but I just want the gratitude part because instead of the cursive, I'm going to use the stamps since those are kind of the 2 fonts I'm using on this spread, the blue print and then the stamp. So I'm going to cut off the gratitude and then I'm going to stick that down here. And then I'm going to put in log with my stamps. Gratitude. This is in, there we go. Log. Okay, I did not push down hard enough, so I lost the bottom of the G. So I'm just gonna draw it in. Okay. Chloe, thank you so much for joining my Patreon. And do I want this to also be daily? I think so. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing down here. I hear Luna downstairs screaming at Jake. So same thing. I'm going to do the days of the week and write down one thing I'm grateful for each day. If you're wondering why I'm bending down, by the way, it's because I'm looking at the stamp so I can see exactly where it is. And that's how I'm lining it up on the line that I want it on. I'm like looking eye level with the stamp. It's how I get a more precise stamp location. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday. And Saturday, Sunday. Hello. Are you back? You ate your dinner? The kitty cat is back. Do you want me to clear off the space on my desk so you can come back up here? Come on. Come on. Oh, Luna, I definitely just dipped my hand in a bunch of ink as usual. So make sure not to get that on your bullet journal. Honestly, number one tip, if you stamp. After every time you stamp, oh my God, Luna, please, you don't step on the ink. Every time you stamp, check your hands. Otherwise, you can end up with a whole mess on your page. Because I almost every single time I stamp, accidentally dip my hand into the ink pad. Oh, she is purring real hard. Let me see if I can capture it. Let's see. Come here. Come here. Okay, I think I got some of her purrs. I think I got some of them there. That is correct. So if you join my Patreon at any tier, You can then go to the master post that's pinned at the top of my Patreon, and there will be a link in that master post to the Discord if you want to join our community Discord server. And Luna is now up here, by the way. Zoom out a little bit. Here she is. Okay. Gratitude log, meals, important. I think I'm actually going to put tasks under important. I just like being able to put more of this, like have a good balance of my two fonts. And that really is what the important is. It's just my task list. Tasks. Tasks. Just putting my stamps away. Q, R, S, T. Okay. All right, last one. What are we going to do over here? I'm going to just use my headers that I have as inspiration. Ooh, currently. Oh, and oh, wow. This is so nice of me. So I am going to bring the cursive in on this last one because I did currently, and then I included little headers for books, movies, shows, and music. And that's just too perfect. So we got to use all of that. I totally, like every month after I design a sticker collection, I then black out and like forget what I made. So I didn't even remember that I included all the little extra currently categories. Yeah, it's so cute. Hi, Sasha. Welcome in. So happy to see you. I always love a little currently section, especially when looking back through my journals. It's always fun to be able to get a little snapshot of what you're consuming at that time. I'm probably just the only thing I would write down multiple of most likely is movies. I'm just still reading the same book. So I want to think about how I want to categorize things. Usually I watch several movies in a week, so I could do a list for movies, and then I could just do one line for books, one line for shows, and one line for music. And just write down one of each of those things. I think that'll be fair. So I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to use my yellow marker. You know what? I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to use both yellow markers, and I'm going to use the lighter one here. Oh, that's what I'm saying. The ink is dangerous. My journal ribbon touched the open ink pad over here. I just really have to remember to close my ink. Okay. Crisis averted. Okay, is this the lighter one? Yes. So I'm going to go like that, like that, and like that. And then for movies, what do I want to do there? I might just, do I just want to leave it empty? Or I would like color in a box, but I don't know if I want that. I'm going to use the smaller side. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the smaller side and kind of draw in a box. Like that. Okay. Beautiful. So first page, done. This page is going to actually have my weekly sections. So I can quickly, with my ruler and my pencil, just kind of measure that out. I'm going to have 8 sections. So let's see, this divides into 8 sections pretty easily. So we will go a little mark every 4 centimeters because this is 16 centimeters tall. Okay. Probably just going to do a quote down here, most likely. Let's now throw some decoration up here. Let me grab all of my breakfast stickers. I don't think I actually have any washi strips as a part of this collection. Otherwise, that's probably what I'd put up there. So we're probably just going to use some small little breakfast food decorations like bacon, berries, and the orange slice. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start with bacon. Then we'll go to blueberry, raspberry, actually, let's do strawberry. Could fit this egg, but I'm kind of thinking maybe, oh, is the Discord link not working? Let me go check it. I just updated it recently, so I might have forgotten to create an infinite link. Sometimes they expire. Let me go check it out. Okay, no, the link, I think the link does work. There's a comment that says the link doesn't work, but the link is active. I just typed it into my internet browser and it worked. It's not hyperlinked though for some reason. Let me hyperlink it and update. And try now. Go try now. I'm going to test it right now. I'm going to open in an incognito window. And yes, PWK Patreon fan. So the link seems to be working. No, Mars. I'm opening it on my browser and I'm like not logged in to Discord. So, and as long as it's showing, like if it links to the page, then that's because when it's expired, it doesn't even go to the page. It just says like, this link doesn't work. I think I'm actually going to do the bacon strip maybe in the middle. Yeah, let me know, Sparkle Love. Update me if the link seems to be working for you or not. And if it's still not working, let me know like what it's saying or like where it's going, where it's taking you. Well, maybe I'll do just rearranging stickers for my little decoration, bits of decoration up here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let me go check that out. Let me see what it's telling you here. And I'm going to send you a message. I'm going to send you a DM with the link. I want to see if you're clicking the same link that I am. Oh, wait, hang on. I accidentally sent that in the group chat. I'm just going to send it as a direct message to you. Hang on. Okay. I just sent you a link. I don't know. Go try clicking on the one I sent you. See if it says the same thing. Hi, Tony. Welcome in. We're going to be streaming for around another hour, hour and a half. Okay. I put my little bits of decoration up here. So cute. I absolutely love that. So now the last little bits of space I have are these little bits in the center here. So what do I want to do there? I was thinking maybe that's actually where I do a quote of some sort. Let's see. Maybe this like breakfast of champions. Or I could just do more bits of decoration. Okay, it says the same thing. Well, thank you. I don't know why it's working for me, but what I'm going to do is just put a new link in there. Thank you so much for letting me know because I want to make sure people can join. Okay, let me real quick open up Discord. And this time I'll see about doing a link that doesn't expire. I've made that same mistake before. So let's open Discord. Let's go to our Patreon our Patreon Discord. And then Invite to server. Edit invite link. Expire. Never. Generate new link. Copy. Okay. I'm going to go put this new link in the Patreon post. Let's go here and let's go here. Edit. Boom, boom, boom. Here, edit. Delete that link and put in this link and hyperlink it. Update. Okay. And I'll toss that into our messages as well. Sparkle Love Fairy. Okay. See if that link works. I'm actually just going to leave this empty for now. I'm going to decide what to do with that later. So let's go ahead and draw in my weekly sections now. So again, I'm just going to draw a horizontal line every 4 centimeters. And that's just going to split this whole spread here into 8 equal sections. Kathy said, I think I really like the smaller 7-day gratitude list. I've tried one for the entire month, but it feels overwhelming. I think I might add your version to my journal instead. This is a great idea for anything that you find overwhelming to do on a monthly basis. Like when it comes to bullet journaling, there's just been a precedent set that like you create monthly trackers and monthly pages. And sometimes something that you feel like you need to fill in every day for an entire month can definitely feel very overwhelming. So I find that if that's the case, but it's something you still want to keep track of, try putting it on your weekly spread instead. Instantly, it can work out better for you. Like same thing goes for habit trackers, for gratitude logs, for meal trackers, for mood trackers, daily summaries. If there's anything that you can't stick with on your monthly spread, slap it onto your weekly. The other thing I know for me, like when I actually am bullet journaling every day and looking at my journal, I'm pretty much only looking at my weekly spread. Like this is usually what's open and out throughout the day. And I only am going back to my monthly spreads if I need to. So that's also why I think monthly trackers can get lost. Because you're not looking back at that page, but the weekly spread, like this is where my to-do lists are. This is actually what I'm coming back to on a daily basis. So I feel like that's also why it can be easier to keep up with things on your weekly spread compared to on your monthly. Okay, awesome. Glad you were able to get into the Discord. And that is also why when I have been doing, I also do monthly gratitude logs as well. But when I do, they're never something that I have to fill in every day. So you can kind of see here, they're usually where I have like 8 to 10 empty spaces to fill in throughout the month. And a lot of the times I fill this in at the end of the month. I'm not even like filling it in throughout the month necessarily. Here's another one. So this is a very like low stress monthly gratitude log. We don't want our bullet journal to be stressing us out, you know? So I find these easy to keep up with because again, I can also just like fill it in at the end of the month, think about things that happened that month that I'm grateful for, even if I don't get a chance to fill it in when the month is actually happening. Hi, Mandy. Welcome in. So happy to see you. All right, let's go ahead and put in some weekly headers here. I'm definitely going to use my bacon headers, and then I think I'll do a yellow stripe underneath and use my stamps to put in the dates. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting in my bacon. I'm going to start up at the top here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, thank you so much to all 98 of you for being here, by the way. Also, that reminds me, I think we are going to be giving away perhaps another gift card. And yes, we are. So we are going to be giving away another $10 gift card. I'll probably give it away after I'm done with this spread that was sent in by a lovely sticker fairy named Audrea. Audrea, thank you so much for sending that in. So if you are interested in winning a $10 gift card to my sticker shop, do be sure to stick around. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, and thank you for the drink alert. Get in there Sunday. There we go. Let's all take a sip of our beverages. Cheers, everybody. Sarah, thank you for the fun idea of doing a Dutch store weekly dashboard style spread, because this is awesome. Okay. So now, like I said, I'm going to take my yellow marker. I'm going to take my lighter one, and I am going to do a stripe of yellow underneath each letter. This is where I'm going to put the date. Beautiful. I love the bacon letters. The bacon letters are too good. All right, and now we're going to put in our dates. We're going to be using the tiny stamps. And Olympia, this yellow, I think is like the perfect yellow. 025. 025. Okay, we're bringing out the ink. We're going to try to not get any ink on my hand, and we're going to close the ink once I'm done. All right, let's start stamping in my dates. Here, I'll zoom you guys in, give you a closer look. $10. Oh, 11, I have to do one by one. $11. 12. 13. 13. You guys missed that. There it is. 14. 15. 16. Excellent. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close the ink. Good job, Kayla. And check your hands. Okay. Mandy said, guess what? I started a bullet journal with my astrology stuff. I am so excited to hear that, Mandy. That is so fun. Okay, so maybe down here is where we're going to do one of my cute little quotes that I have on this January Patreon exclusive sheet. I think the Breakfast of Champions. Maybe with the bacon heart. The bacon heart is so funny. Or maybe I'm like, maybe I should put the bacon heart over here. I think I saw, Veronica, you said, is it just me or does the one look like it's a different font? It kind of looks thicker, but I also don't know if that's just because it's like pushing down farther. The other thing too is that the tiny stamps that I have are actually like their prototype. It's not their finished product. So I don't know if that is how it looks like if you guys were to order these, but it kind of looks like the one is like a little bit thicker than the rest. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the little bacon heart over on this page. I think that'll be perfect right here. Scoot it a little bit over. Ties in the bacon from this sheet. I will do Breakfast of Champions down here, but I'm not going to stick it in all the way because I'm going to put some extra decoration to go with it. First, I want to do some syrup. Let's see. I've got some syrup on this page. I also have a bigger syrup on this page, but I think the smaller one will go better with this pancake stack. And then let's do something to match on the other side. Maybe this little yogurt parfait or the orange juice. Or the little coffee would be cute too. Egg. I see suggestion for egg. Could do this little fried egg. That also is a good size. So I just wanted something that's a similar. Oh, although the thing with the egg is it visually doesn't really balance the syrup because it's so light. So I think maybe the egg I'm going to save for the middle of this spread. We need something that's like dark, like the syrup. So I'm back to probably either the OJ or the coffee. The coffee is too much blue. Oh, maybe the muffin. The muffin works. Let's try the OJ. The OJ does balance out all of the like yellow and orange that we've got. Let's see, go like that and like this. That looks good. I feel like that has a nice balance to it. Cute. This is awesome. Okay, and now I think to finish off this weekly spread, I just need to sprinkle in even more breakfast foods along this center section. And I could also maybe squeeze in another quote in here. I love sleep because it's like a time machine to breakfast. I don't know if that really actually, it's kind of a little too much. There's too much writing on this spread already. So we're going to save that guy up here. I would use this quote on this spread, but it's too wide for my Dutch store pages. That's the only reason I'm not doing either of the Ron Swanson quotes. All right. So let's see. Let's put some more breakfast foods in the empty spaces here. Definitely do another bacon slice. Bacon is definitely a focus here. And then I feel like probably just like more fruit. More blueberry, raspberry action. Okay, I see suggestions. Bagel. Let's see if we can fit the bagel in here. I feel like we probably can. Yeah, the bagel fits. So let's do bagel over here. And then maybe another raspberry. Oh, actually, you know what? Because we need some more color. This is where maybe I could put in the coffee. We do raspberry, coffee, bacon. Cute. What is everybody's go-to breakfast, by the way? What's everybody's go-to breakfast? Recently, my go-to breakfast is just like 2 bananas. I've been real lazy about my breakfast, so banana. But before that, I was on an oatmeal / muesli kick. But these days, it's coffee and banana. I see we got many people whose breakfast is coffee, blueberry pancakes, Greek yogurt, bacon, coffee, a replacement meal drink, bacon, American cheese, 2 fried eggs on croissant or sesame bagel. 2 pieces of toast with peanut butter, banana, and cinnamon, cheese sticks or scrambled egg, coffee and muesli with yogurt, bread and water, egg casserole, bacon, egg, and cheese, coffee breakfast burrito, huevos a la mexicana. That's also reminding me of huevos rancheros, which, oh my God, I love. I love me some huevos rancheros or some chilaquiles. Oh, we're making me hungry. I haven't had my dinner yet, so you guys really are making me hungry. Okay. I think we are maybe done. Although I feel like maybe, do I want to change the order that's happening here? I know, I did ask. I asked for this. I asked to be made to be hungry. No, I think this is fine. Just like this. Okay, is there anything else? Oh, Ashley said I gotta have breakfast for dinner one of these days this week. Yes, ma'am. Breakfast for dinner is one of my favorite dinners. Usually when we do breakfast for dinner, it goes one of 2 routes. It's either breakfast burrito or pancakes, eggs, bacon. And obviously, pancakes, eggs, and bacon would perfectly match the theme we have going on here. Okay, that's it for this weekly. Exceptional, if I do say so myself. This breakfast theme is muy chef's kiss. I love how this turned out. I love this layout. It's like I've never done anything quite like this before. So before we move on to setting up my next weekly, I'm going to start writing down what I have going on this week. So important tasks right off the bat. Maybe I'll do my important tasks. I will do the little check circle with this orangey yellow. So yesterday I finished cutting the stickers, manufacturing the stickers finally for March and April Patreon rewards. This is the next thing we're doing to get caught up from our black mold disaster that happened at the beginning of the year that just we've been catching up since then. We've been catching up since January, basically. But we've been making good progress. And right now what we're working on is March and April Patreon rewards. Yesterday I finished manufacturing or cutting all the sheets. I'm now guillotining everything, which should probably just take me one more day. That being said, Patreon for March and April Patreon sticker subscription will ship this week. So ship March plus April Patreon. That also means that this week we will get started on May shop orders. So let's write down that. May shop orders. Now let's take a look at my calendar and see what else is coming up this week. So we have a live stream on Patreon on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday at 1, Thursday at 10. So let's go ahead and write that down over here. We have a 1 p.m. live, and same thing on Thursday, 1 p.m. live stream. Shelly asked, just curious, how many subscriptions are there every month? So how many $15 and up patrons there are? It's roughly 300, around 300 total. And that's $15 and up patrons. And I think my total paid patrons is like roughly, I think it's around 600. And then I have 3,000 patrons total with the free patrons. I think that's right. Let me go check. I know that the subscriber, like sticker subscribers, $15 and up tier, that is around 300. Yep. And then I see 585 total paid patrons right now. So that's $1 or above. And then 3,050 patrons total. That includes around 2,500 free patrons. Ariel, that's right. When I'm caught up, once we're caught up, Patreon then will typically ships monthly. So it ships like usually the month after the month it's for. So for example, if we were running on time, August Patreon rewards would typically ship in September. Oh, thank you. This is not 1 p.m. This is 10 a.m. And then tomorrow. So tomorrow, I already know I am going to be guillotining all of those March and April Patreon stickers. And you know what? I can give you guys, I can actually show you. Let me show you how many stickers is 1 month of Patreon rewards. Okay. 1 second. Be right back. Oof. Evie. So this is 1 month of Patreon rewards. This is, if you can see, with 2 sticker sheets per page. So you can imagine if this is doubled, that would be the stickers after they're guillotined. So each of these stacks is 1 sticker sheet. This is the smallest amount. This is for my $40 and up patrons. And then down here are the sticker sheets that have more, that come with all Patreon rewards. So this is what they look like before I guillotine. So that's what I will be doing tomorrow. Lots and lots of guillotining. All right, come on, you bad boy. Thank you, Kimberly. Aw, thank you guys for the skirt compliments. I have to brag because it's actually a freaking, it's like shorts, but you can't tell. It just looks like a skirt. But It's shorts, which is my favorite. I wear these like probably twice a week because they're shorts. So we don't have to worry about anyone seeing my butt when the wind blows. It does not have pockets. That's the one thing. You know, we got to pick our battles. Thora said, I'm so sorry you don't have that big industrial cutter anymore. Fortunately, I do. I just can't use it, but it is in storage. So I hope at some point in the future, I had like a really fun, like 1 month of not having to guillotine stuff by hand. Oh, I wish I had a friend who like had a garage where I could plug that thing in. One day, one day. Okay, so we are guillotining tomorrow. What else are we doing tomorrow? I'm going to also look at my current weekly and see if there's anything on here that reminds me of anything that needs to get pushed. I posted my bubble bath. Oh, I have more printables to design, so that might be a good thing to do this next week is design one more set of printables. The next set would be summer drink printables for my summer drink collection. Printables get posted to Patreon. They're like full page journal or full journal pages that you can print and stick into your journal. And I think I'll just leave that here. I usually create my daily to-do list in the morning at the start of each day. So I will leave this here, and then tomorrow is when I will start going in and putting in my to-do lists. Veronica said, are you planning on making more weekly kits? So every single new collection I make has a weekly kit as of like last year when I started the weekly kits. I don't know. I love the idea of at some point going back to popular previous collections and making weekly kits for them as well. Maybe like doing like a poll and finding people's top favorite collections that they want a weekly kit for. So that's TBD, like future me will do that potentially. But from like every single new collection I make comes with a weekly kit as well. The weekly kits are so useful too. I love that addition. I already know what book I'm reading because it's the same book I've been reading for the last month or so. It is a collection of short stories from the sci-fi author Jack Williamson, and it's called The Best of Jack Williamson. So I'm just going to write that in. The Best of Jack Williamson. Okay, there we go. First weekly spread done. Really took my time with this one. The other ones are going to go faster. Veronica said, do audiobooks count as reading? Absolutely. Absolutely. And do not listen to anybody, Veronica, who tries to tell you otherwise. Audiobooks count as reading. And you know what? Let me clarify on that because they count as reading when it comes to like saying like you read books, you know, like if I write down a book, that could be an audiobook, that could be a physical book, that could be an ebook. It all counts as reading books. However, I do think it's still important to read. Like the act of reading physical words is different than listening, obviously. So that's where it's like, yes, audiobooks count as reading, but also like try to also like if you're someone who only listens to audiobooks, like every now and then still read some books, like or read physical words, read actual words. It just helps your reading comprehension. And I see people saying that an amazing way to read books is to do both, to read while listening to the audiobook. Really helps with the reading comprehension. And the only reason I clarify that is because of how like literacy rates are dropping. So I'm like, we should also just remember that like reading comprehension is a skill. We should keep up with that skill. Do both. But do not discount your audiobook listening. That counts as reading, and the books you listen to as audiobooks, they count. All right, so we are going to go on to setting up my next weekly spread. But before we do that, we have, like I said, another giveaway. Let me see here before we get into it. Audrea is our next sticker fairy, and Audrea sent in a $10 gift card to my sticker shop to give away. But let me answer the question you asked me last, Audrea. Let me think here. One second. I want to see if I am able, can I purchase a gift card to my shop for free? I should be able to. Create gift card. Excellent. Yes. Audrea, if you're listening, I'm also sending you something. Yes, that works. Okay, so we are going to be giving away 3 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop that have been sent in by Audrea. Let me create 2 more of those. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, and I can just send them straight to somebody's email. Okay, well, that's perfect. Okay, so we're going to be doing a giveaway real quick before we move on to setting up my next weekly spread. We are going to be giving away 3 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop, and these have been sent in by our lovely, lovely sticker fairy, Audrea. Audrea, thank you so much for your generosity in sending these in to give away today. So this next giveaway is a gift card giveaway for 3 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop. If you would like to enter, all you have to do is wait for me to say ready, set, go. And then when I do, type in one number into the chat between 1 and 150. That is it. Everybody here is welcome to enter this giveaway. And if you end up winning, all you have to do to claim your prize is send me an Instagram message or an email. Donna said, Sarah came in and asked, is that the sticker lady? Yes, it is, Sarah. Hello. I hope you're having fun at Grandma's. Okay, so let's get into our second giveaway of the day for 3 $10 gift cards to my sticker shop. So if you would like to enter this giveaway to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop, get a number in mind between 1 and 150. Get that number in mind. Think about it real hard. Get your typing fingers ready. And ready, set, go. Go ahead and type in one number into the chat between 1 and 150 for your chance to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop. And thank you so much again to Audrea for sending these gift cards in today. All right, get your entries in. Just type in one number into the chat between 1 and 150, and that will enter you to win a $10 gift card to my sticker shop. Okay. All right, last chance to get in your entries. And we will have up to 3. We'll have 3 winners, so that does mean that up to 3 people can pick the same number and still all potentially win. So it's not as crucial that people pick different numbers because we will have 3 winners. Okay, and let me save these gift cards. All right. Are we ready to find our 3 winners? I've got my random number generator pulled up here. So let's go ahead and find our 3 winners for 3 $10 sticker gift cards. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Starting off with the number 119, our first winner is Mojo. Congratulations, Mojo. You are winner number 1. If you have an Instagram, just go ahead and send me an Instagram message at PlanningWithKay. If you don't have an Instagram, let me know in the chat and I'll give you my email instead. Let's go ahead and find winner number 2. With the number 82. Nobody guessed number 82. With the number 73. Nobody guessed the number 73. With the number 3, Kimberly always picks 3. I bet you Kimberly is a winner. Let's see. Yep, it's the first number in there, and it is Kimberly with the number 3. Did anybody else pick the number 3? That is the real question. I don't think so. Congratulations, Kimberly, with lucky number 3. Monica said, I never win anything. I'm so excited. Monica, I'm so excited for you and so glad that you got your first win today. Congratulations. I got to lock in. Mojo, Monica. Gonna see if that locked it in. Got to say it 3 times. Okay, congratulations to Kimberly and Monica. Let's go ahead and find our 3rd and final winner. With the number 129, our 3rd and final winner is Rochelle. Congratulations, Rochelle, on being our 3rd and final winner. And Rochelle, have you won before? I feel like maybe you're also a first-time winner. Congratulations, all 3 of you, Kimberly, Monica, and Rochelle. And Rochelle, if you could send me an Instagram message at PlanningWithKay. If you don't have Instagram, if any of my winners don't have Instagram, just let me know and I'll give you my email instead. Congratulations to our 3 winners. And thank you so much again to Audrea for sending those gift cards in to give away. Ooh, Lauren, I love your weekly spread. Everybody, if you want to go see a stunning weekly spread, go look at the photo that I just shared to my story. I love the movie theater theme. I'll give a little sneak peek. Go look at this one. Love that. All right, Kimberly, I got your message. Thank you, thank you. And I'm just waiting on a message from Rochelle and Monica. And congrats to our first-time winners especially. All right, it's time to set up another weekly spread, which means it's time for another poll so you guys can choose our next theme. So breakfast has been used. So here are our next options. We have the Bubble Bath collection, the Bubble Bath theme. Let's zoom out a little bit here. We've got the mushroom theme. And we have the desert theme. We have fewer stickers in the desert theme because this is what's ever left over from the monthly spreads. Okay, so let me go ahead and put a poll in the chat for you guys so you guys can vote for what theme I'm going to use next. What theme should I use for this next weekly spread? Bubble bath, mushroom, or desert friends? All right, poll is going up. Let's also all take a sip of our beverages and go ahead and vote on what theme you want to see me use for this next weekly spread. Bubble bath, mushroom, or desert friends? So far with 41 votes in, bubble bath is in the lead. A pretty big lead too, 54% to 40% to 6%. So desert friends definitely not going to be the winner. These two are relatively close, but bubble bath is still in the lead with 55% of the vote. 51 people have voted, and there's 98 people here. So if you haven't yet voted, get your vote in. Let me know. What theme should I use for this next weekly spread? Monica, I got your message, and there is your gift card. And Rochelle. And you said my oldest son was like, I hope you win. He must have been your good luck charm. There's your gift card. Congratulations, you two. All right, what do we got? 56 votes in, and the bubble bath theme is still winning by a pretty hefty majority. So we are going to end the poll there. And let's go ahead and do a bubble bath theme for my next weekly spread. This is the second of 3 spreads I'm going to be setting up today, and I'm going to be streaming for about another 30 minutes. So we are going to be working pretty fast. Oh, also, before I do that, let me consolidate these couple little stickers that are on my desk, and let me put all of these breakfast stickers away. I will use these again in the future. Okay. So similarly to my Similarly to the other spread, I'm going to decide my layout based on what stickers I really want to use. So let's take a look at my options. And see what stickers I really want to use. I love all the bubbles. I love these rubber duck washi strips. I love everything on this Patreon exclusive sheet. I love the tiles. I love the bubbles. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy. I really could focus in on like one aspect of this collection. Like if I wanted to just focus on the bubbles and tiles, that's one route. I could also do a spread that's really focused on the rubber ducks and more like a rubber duck theme. Or I can do a nice well-rounded mix of everything and really make it like a bubble bath theme with all the components. I don't know though. There's so much I love about this collection. It is hard to decide. Okay, duck weekly headers, definitely. So I think I love that idea. The rubber duck weekly headers. I also really like the idea of bubble headers, like full bubble along the top. I have these 2 horizontal like bubble strips on the weekly kit. So maybe I'll just start with that. Maybe I'll start with the header at the top, starting with the bubbles. So I think what I'll do is I will put half there and then half here. Trying to balance it out like that. And then we could do a rubber duck on each side. Something of the sort. Could do a rubber duck. Oh, they also have these really cute candles as well. Or I could do a rubber duck on one side and then some like shampoo and a candle or like a couple other elements on the other side. Candle, because if you do the ducks, because I do the duck weekly headers. So instead I'll do the other things up at the top. It's a good idea. So I also have these really cute little yellow submarines that I did as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and see here. I think I'll grab, I like the idea of like a teal candle. Over here. That's cute. And then on the other side, do I do another candle or do I do something else? Maybe I'll just do another candle. I'll maybe do this blue one, although that one's a bit bigger. Let me look at my other sheet again. And let's do this blue one that's the same size. Oh, actually, Lisa said pink. So let's do pink. Let's do this pink one. I hear Luna snoring in here, in case you were curious. Okay, there we go. Now, if we're using these little duckies, then yeah, maybe we'll do a vertical layout. So let's go ahead and measure that out. I'm going to divide this whole spread into, do I want 8 columns? Actually, no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something a little bit different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. What's this whole page divided by, say, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. $26.50. Okay. Some of you will hate this because some people don't like when things are broken up with the center seam. I do not mind that at all. So what you're about to see me do, if you don't like what I'm doing, but you want a similar style spread, I would probably split each page into 2 columns and then have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But here's what I'm going to do. Here is what I'm going to do. Okay, how far up do I want these to go? Let's see. I'm going to divide the page in half. This way. So 7.5, and then 1 space in between 7.5. Okay. Oh, the second to last one is smaller than the rest. Good catch. How can you even see that? 5, 5, 5. Yes. Oh. Throwing pencils across the room. 5, 5. Perfect. Thank you for catching that. Okay, so here is what we are going to do. We are going to create 7 equal size boxes, and each box is going to be 5 centimeters wide by 7.5 centimeters tall. And we are going to do 5 of these boxes along the bottom. And then we'll have 2 on top. And then that's going to give us extra space to put in like a weekly task list or a gratitude log, something else for the week. And before I finalize that, let me just double check that I have enough room in each day. Yes, that will be enough room. I am going to have to cut a sticker in half to put it over here, but we're all just going to have to deal with that. So here's the box that's being cut in half by that center seam. That's what some of you I know don't like. Also, I am totally not keeping the time in account as I work on this. So come on, Kayla, you got to hustle. We don't have that much time left, and I want to set up one more weekly after this. I actually think it's fun, though, when at the end I want to set up a spread in like 5 or 10 minutes. I did that during my last live stream. I set up my weekly spread in 5 minutes. I like the opportunity to show that you don't have to take hours to set up these spreads. I just do because it's fun, because it's my hobby and I enjoy spending time doing it. But if you're ever in a rush, I am definitely able to set up weekly spreads in 10 minutes or less if I need to. I just take my time during these streams because I am enjoying myself. But then by the end of the stream, I'm like, oh, okay, I got 5 minutes left and still need to set up a spread. Okay, before I put in my other 2, I want to decide how I want to do this here. Do I want to line it up with these 2, or do I want to stagger them? I'm thinking maybe staggering them. I'm just gonna go crazy with it. Like that. And then this is 7.5. Double check my measurements. Perfect. So these are 7 boxes for the 7 days of the week. There we go. Okay, let's just start by putting in my little rubber ducky days of the week. And I just need to decide if I'm going to put them centered or on the left corner. I like the left corner because then I can put in a date right there. Okay, Monday, Tuesday. And I actually think now, because I'm putting it in the corner, I don't think I'll need to cut it. Thursday. Perfect. Yep. No cutting required. It fits on the left side of the seam right there. Okay, beautiful. Header up here. I'm going to go to the weekly kit because I've got a week of sticker. So I can use that on top of the bubbles, but then I also want something to write the actual dates on. But you know what I might do? I'm just going to write that on like a piece of little scrap sticker paper. So let me set that off to the side. I have lots of scrap sticker paper hiding over here in my trash can. So let's just grab a piece of that. I'm going to see about maybe, do I want to bother trying to find a blue marker that's similar to this? Yeah, maybe just the one end of these blue Tombow. Oh, are there little bubbles you can stamp numbers on? That's a good question. For the dates here, that would be so cute. I have a bubble sheet. I wonder if I have enough small bubbles. Just swatching some blues. Okay, I think this one's pretty close. So week of, what is this? August 17 through 23. So I'm just going to do August. And then I'm going to use the stamps. So I basically tried to do a font that like sort of matches the vibe of this font. Although I made it a little bigger and I don't think I like that. Let me make it a little smaller. Did that end up any smaller? Let me go even a little smaller. August. Okay, so I'm making my own little sticker. And Sparkle, all of the sticker collections do eventually go up in my sticker shop. I have not added anything new to my sticker shop this entire year because I have been catching up on my order queue and shipping is delayed. So I haven't been releasing anything new, but later this year, I'm going to have a massive dump of like the entire year of themes. So yes, short answer, yes, you can get access to like all the stickers outside of Patreon in the shop. Not all of them from this year are posted yet, though. The only sheets that never become available in the shop are the $30 Patreon exclusive sheets from the $30, $40, $50 tier. Everything else does go up in the shop. You're getting a better deal. Like it's just that with Patreon, it's bundled with everything else. So it's like a good deal. If you like the digital stickers, that's definitely a better deal on Patreon. You can just join the top tier for 1 month and then download all the digital stickers I've ever posted to Patreon. Okay, so I got my little week of, and then I've got this little August. So I love the idea of the stamps. So what I'm going to do is also on some paper, I am going to stamp my dates. Let's just use these same little tiny stamps. Or do I actually want to use maybe one of my other fonts? Although I don't know if they'll... Actually, I'm not going to use the stamps for this. I'm just going to keep using this blue marker. What did I say this is for? I think the 17th through the 23rd. Okay. So I'm going to do this a little smaller. 17 through 23. 17th through 23rd. Let's go ahead and cut that out as well. Also, all of the schools in the area I live are starting back up tomorrow. To all my parents listening, best of luck as your kids start going back to school. Okay, perfect. So here we go. We've got our whole header here. So now let's figure out the spacing. Week of. August is probably going to be centered. It's going to be something like that. Or I can go like this. Ooh, I think I like that. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this week of sticker in half. Like this. Stick that up here. Week. Get out here. Week of, and then August on the left side. And the dates on the right side. cute. All right, now let's see if I have enough bubbles to do some bubble dates here. Let me find my bubble sheet. Okay. I feel like I must have 7 smallish bubbles. I'm going to see if I can stick a bubble next to each duck, and then I'm going to use that blue marker to write the dates. And I also have more bubbles on some of the other sheets in this collection. So I'm just going to reach between sheets to find the perfect sized bubbles, which are the ones that aren't the smallest bubbles, but not the biggest ones either. So, oh, and here we go. Heather said, can someone repeat what she said about getting stickers digitally? I missed that. So I create a new sticker collection every month, and part of that collection is digital stickers. So I sell and release the PDF and PNG files for the sticker sheets. I release those digital stickers in my shop. So if you go to planningwithkay.com, there's a whole digital sticker section of the website. You can buy them there as instant downloads, but you can also get access to digital stickers on my Patreon. So Patreon, starting at the $15 tier, is a sticker subscription service. Basically, you get stickers shipped to you, the new monthly collections every month. I also, for the $15 and up tiers, I post the digital stickers for that tier to Patreon. So if you join a $15, $25, $30, $40, or $50 Patreon tier, not only will you get shipped whatever the sticker theme is for that month, but you'll also gain access to every single digital sticker post I've posted to that tier ever on Patreon. I've been posting the digital stickers to Patreon since 2019. So if you join one of those tiers, even if you just joined for 1 month, you can then go in and download the last 6, 7-ish. Why is it that 6, 7 just always comes up? You can download the last 6 to 7 years of digital stickers just with that 1 month subscription. So if you like digital stickers, Patreon is an incredible investment there, because you can literally join for 1 month and go and download all the digital stickers that are posted. And then every single month, I post another collection of digital stickers. So, and depending on what stickers you want, the $15 tier gets 3 digital sticker sheets a month, the $25 tier gets 5, the $30 tier gets 6, and the $40 and $50 tiers get 9 digital sticker sheets every month. So hopefully that all makes sense. Jake just texted me saying, almost done. Oh, he said, or are you going until 8? So you guys, maybe I can go a little longer. He said, okay. He suggested it. He brought it up. Okay, so we're going to go for another 30 minutes. Okay, I need one more bubble. I wish I had one more bubble that was a little bit bigger. Maybe this one, I think, is maybe my best option. Okay, so we stuck a bubble next to every duck. So now I'm going to go in with that blue marker and put in my dates on top of the bubbles. I actually do have bubble numbers as a part of this collection, but they're small. And I want to save these to use like on a calendar in the future or something like that. Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, Nick said, I've been feeling under the weather this weekend, but this really helped me feel better. So thanks. I'm so glad you're able to be here. I'm sorry not feeling well, but I am glad that this helped a little bit. Okay, awesome. Loving how this is turning out, loving where this is going. So now over here, this is where I'm going to have, let me see. Oh, you know what? Let's use these weekly wins and weekly focus headers. That is going to be perfect. So we're going to do 2 columns, one for weekly wins and one for weekly focus. Weekly focus for me is like the top tasks or things I need to get done that week. And weekly wins are like things that you can celebrate from that week. A lot of the times it's similar to like gratitude log items, or it can be accomplishments, something you got done, something you're grateful for. And speaking of, what is everybody's weekly win this week? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. What is your weekly win? My weekly win is finishing cutting March and April Patreon stickers. Oh my God, Dana said, I just noticed the Siesta Key sticker. Good eyes. I got married there 16 years ago next month. Dana, that is so special. I go out to Siesta Beach like once a week. I live just right next to Siesta Key. And that's our favorite beach. We go every week. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 columns up here. So let's grab my pen and my ruler again. Something that's nice about the Scribbles That Matter journals is they have little guide marks for the center of the page, horizontally and vertically, which is really nice. I love hearing everybody starting to talk about their weekly wins in the chat. Definitely let us know. Big or small, your weekly win does not have to be some massive accomplishment. It can be as small as you want or need it to be. Your weekly win can just be that you survived the week. Your weekly win can be that you ate one good nourishing meal this week. It can be that you are here during the live stream. It can be that you took your meds. It can be that you got to see a friend, that you had a really yummy coffee. Big or small, it's always good to take a moment to celebrate our wins. Definitely need to put a little bit of decoration here. I should have matched these boxes to these. That would have actually been way more satisfying, but it's too late now. That's okay. It just gives us a little extra decoration opportunity. I have these absolutely adorable little rubber duck washi strips. It could be really cute to put one of those there. Same with these little rubber duck washi strips are really cute. I'll finish with these and then we'll do that as the last finishing detail here. I love the headers in this collection. Too many good stickers I want to use. Okay, so let's go ahead with these weekly wins and weekly focus stickers. You know what I might do? I might do something like this. Let's see. Yes. I'm going to use these little rubber duck washi strips underneath my headers, and I'm cutting off like the end of the washi strip to complete it. These are from the Patreon exclusive sheet for this collection. So you can only gain access to this by joining the $30 or $40 or $50 Patreon tiers and downloading the digital sticker version. I think I'll do blue next. Hi, Addie. Welcome in. Hello from Australia. I'm so glad that you're able to join in. I know this later time works a lot better for my Australian viewers. Love these tiny little ducks. Okay, I have these two little extra bits that I'm going to save over here. The last spread I set up will definitely be like a timed spread. It'll be like a 10-minute spread or a 5-minute spread. I'm going to use this the third little ducky washi strip to then fill in this little extra bit of space. So it ties into using the other ones. And then same thing, I'm going to cut off the end. Oh. I somehow didn't cut off the full end. Okay. We're going to be piecing things together here, doing a little bit of sticker surgery. There we go. Okay, now let's grab those headers from the weekly kit. Weekly wins and weekly focus. I'm going to do weekly focus first. Again, that's essentially for like my weekly to-do list. And then weekly wins, which is similar to a gratitude log. Perfect. All right, now I just need to decide if I want to put in any other bits of decoration. I have this little quote here that says me time, and it's actually in 2 different stickers. I feel like that might be perfect to put on top of this washi strip to make it feel a little bit more intentional. Me time, cute. Oh, I could even put a candle at the bottom. That would be really cute. Let's scoot the me time maybe up a little bit. And then I can put a little third candle at the bottom here. Maybe this blue one. No, actually, I think this like darker teal one might work nicely there. Or I can do the one that's the same shape as the other two. No. I'm going to do this one. And then scoot the me time little quote down one more time. Cute. And Thor just said maybe the two ducks with the bathrobes on either side of the weekly header sticker. Yeah, now that it's like basically finished, do we feel like we need anything else at the top? Because you're totally right. We could do these, although I feel like there's not quite enough room for them. I think they're a little too big. They're a little bit too big. Those will have to wait. Let's put in some of these sparkles though. Start sprinkling some sparkles around here. And is there anything else? Or is this done? Anywhere else to put sparkles? I mean, I don't think so. I think maybe we're done. It's so cute. This is my first time using this collection, so this is so fun. I love how pastel it is. I don't do a lot of like super pastel collections. This is definitely like a very, very cute pastel color scheme. I love it. Oh, and that is the one thing. Let me just look at the quotes I have in this collection again and just double check that I don't want any of those to pop in here. Like this self-care isn't selfish. I could. No, it doesn't need it. We're going to fork it. It's done. Donezo. All right, so same thing. I am going to save all of these glorious stickers to use in the future. And with that, we have about 20 minutes left. Here's what we've set up so far today. So let's go ahead and set up our final weekly. And we have one more poll to do because you guys got to let me know. Are we going to do a desert themed weekly or a mushroom and snail themed weekly? It is time to do our final poll. Which theme should I use for this last weekly spread? Desert or mushroom? Poll is going up. I'm taking my final sip of my beverage. Cheers. And go ahead and get your vote in. What theme am I going to use for the final weekly spread of this live stream? Oh, and instantly we have a super winner. I predicted that. And that is the mushroom theme. We've got 30 votes in, and it's about 80% of the vote for mushrooms, 20% of the vote for desert. I already know there's no way that desert is going to close that gap. So, I mean, I'll let you guys keep voting for funsies, but we are going to be going with mushroom. Addie said, didn't use the desert stickers in a video not that long ago. I try to watch the videos in order, but I'm not certain. Yes, and that's actually why that's an option. The desert theme was what I did for my monthly spreads and my first weekly of the month. So that's why it's been an option, because I have a few leftover stickers from that collection. So because I have some leftovers, that's why it was an option in case I wanted to do one more desert theme spread this month. And that was my last live stream, which was my August Plan With Me live stream. All right, let's go ahead and end the poll, and let's do a mushroom theme spread as our final spread. Okay, so same as before, I'm going to decide what layout I'm going to do based on what stickers I really want to use. So let's see. And we have about 20 minutes left. Okay, I see all the calls for a Dutch door. So how about we do what I was originally going to do here? Let's do a vertical style Dutch door spread. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe a horizontal Dutch door. Oh, no, you know what I should do? I've been very inspired by all my patrons who have been doing Dutch doors that are cut along the stickers. Maybe I should try to do something like that. Okay, let me think. I gotta think about what I want to do. I really like the black and white illustrations. I was almost thinking of maybe just doing a spread with all of these. And maybe creating like a full frame. Okay. I've got an idea. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab my pencil. And I'm going to do a little bit of thinking and measuring before I start. So I want to do a vertical style. It's going to be 2 days per page. So I think that we will do something this wide. And then how tall? I think we can just do maybe like this tall. Let's make it a little taller. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think that will be perfect. Okay, so here is what I'm going to do. I am going to cut out this entire frame. So let's grab my scissors, wherever they may be. Where are they, Luna? Where did you put them? Oh, they're literally right in front of my face. All right, and let's start cutting. Start by cutting off the rightmost 6 stock grid spaces. And then I'm going to cut 6 stock grid spaces off the top. And 6 stock grid spaces off the bottom. And finally, use my little X-Acto knife to cut the vertical cuts. that. And same thing over here. Okay, so this is what we have, which looks a little bit crazy. This is definitely not a weekly spread that is focused, or a Dutch door that's about getting more usable space, really. I basically did this so I can go hard with all of the decoration along the outside here. And I've created a little mini spread inside. And Mona Lisa, I just got the message with your new address. I see a notification on my phone. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a box that goes just outside the Dutch door I just drew. Same thing up here. Okay. And now I'm going to draw or divide each page in half. Like this. And like that. And then same thing over here. I really could have pushed that line in, but I am committed to my measurements here. Kind of want these lines. Is that going to bother me? I think it bothers me more not having them, even though it's going to create this kind of like awkward middle section. Also, I'm not checking my time at all. How am I doing? I've got 10 minutes left. Okay, pick it up, Kayla, pick it up. Okay. So there we go. Those are the bones of the spread. These are the actual columns I'm going to be using. Everything else is just like header and decoration. Okay, so I am going to basically try to use like all of these stickers and maybe all of these stickers as well. All right, so let's go. And I'm going to have everything live within the frame. And I also want things to break the border a bit. So let's start sticking these in. This is going to be really fun. And I got to hurry because I only got 9 minutes left, and that is not a lot of time. Let's mix in some of these mushroom. Actually, maybe I don't want to use any of the ones from this page. I think I might just have enough with everything on this decorative page. So let me start with these and then I can fill in the gaps. I'm kind of trying to lightly stick things down. All right, let me start seeing what else I got as far as decoration, because I also have some smaller ones over here that I feel like I'm going to need. So let's bring this guy out. You can go right over here. Let's also grab some of these other smaller ones. Like you can go right there. Actually, let's tilt you this way and then tilt you this way. Cha-ching! Thank you for whoever just placed that large order that just came in. So I'm using all of the mushroom illustrations that don't have any of the color in them. So maybe not anything at the top here. Okay, let's start trimming off all the edges. I got like 5 minutes left. So hurry, hurry, Kayla. Hurry, hurry. I don't do a lot of sticker collections where you could even possibly do a black and white monochrome type spread like this. So this feels very fun and different. But I'm thinking that maybe at the, like, potentially bringing in a little pop of color at the top, but also like maybe not. Maybe we just keep this monochrome, or I can bring the pop of color into the weekly headers. Let's see, what kind of weekly headers do I got here? Oh, or into the lettering. This would be cute. Week of, oh, these little ones with the snails. I feel like these are going to be perfect at the top here. Little pop of color, and then I'll also bring a couple of my little snails in. Like that, and then maybe I can do 2 of these little mushroom clusters on either side to bridge the gap, like that. And that is very cute. And then let's do week of over here. And then I'm just going to use my black pen and do August. And what is this for? 24 through 30. Also, it is 8 o'clock. I need to hurry. Okay, quick weekly headers. We are going to do these ones. Simple. cursive. Monday is going to start here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dates here. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 'And then up here, we are going to do a task list. And for that, let's go ahead and use this big tasks. Tasks. Okay. I am going to incorporate just a couple of these color splash shapes on the sides, just because I did some color up here and now I feel like I need a little bit of balance. So, like I said, I'm just tossing in a couple of these little color splashes. From the Patreon sheet, just so the color shows up somewhere else. Like that, and then one more up here, or here. My goal is to get finished before Jake texts me being like, "Are you done?" I know it's 8:03. Oh, that's nice. Just that little extra color. We needed that. Okay, let's put a couple little snails here and there. Just a couple little snaily buddies. A few of these sparkles. So cute. And to finish it off, even a snail will eventually reach its destination. We're going to do a little extra bit of decoration at the bottom here. Okay, and we are done. So cute. I love it. Okay, let's take a look at everything we created today, and then we're going to call it a day and say goodbye. So we set up 3 weekly spreads with 3 different themes using 3 of my newest collections that are not yet released in the shop, but are being shipped out or have already been shipped out to my patrons. We have a breakfast themed weekly spread. This is for this upcoming week, and it is a nice Dutch door weekly spread with a dashboard on the front, daily sections on the inside. Then we have a rubber duck bubble bath theme, lovely pastel colors, weekly focus, weekly wins, and then our daily sections. And then finally, we have a mushroom themed weekly spread. I love how this turned out. Super fun with all of those illustrations along the outside and a little internal Dutch door booklet in the center here with my columns for a weekly task list and my 7 days of the week. And that is it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today for this public bullet journal live stream. And thank you for hanging out while I set up my weekly bullet journal spreads for the rest of this month. My next public live stream is going to be not this next Sunday. Hang on, let me check the calendar. My next public live stream is going to be on Sunday, the 23rd. I'm going to be most likely doing my September plan with me a little bit early on that Sunday. So mark your calendars, the 23rd Sunday. That's going to be my next public bullet journal live stream. And then I also have my sticker design live streams for Patreon throughout the week. We are working on a new comic book themed collection. So if you want to see me work on those designs, then you can go join my Patreon. Also join my Patreon for access to more live streams, printables, digital stickers. And if you want stickers mailed to you, you can join my $15 or higher tiers. And I think that's it. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining today. This was such a fun, productive stream. I loved getting to hang out with you guys, and I will see you guys during the next one. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your weekend, or a wonderful start to the new week if you're one of my Australia or New Zealand viewers. And thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.